Welcome to Ranked and Filed, an experimental co-production that brings you the headline story from Simple Magic's weekly Simply Ranked newsletter, courtesy of Skate Bylines. This is the best of what's left.
I think about quitting every time I film a trick.
At the end of Tom Schaar, Video Parts, 1080s, and the Olympics, a mini documentary of sorts released on Thrasher's website in advance of Schaar's latest video part, Vert's Not Dead, on April 21, Tony Hawk says this of his young charge and Birdhouse Skateboards Pro.
What Tom has created and what he's doing in the Vert realm, I can't even do it justice, because it's just on a completely different level. He's on a rocket ship into a stratosphere. We did not dream of what Tom has created. He's the gnarliest. Like he's the best transition skater. That's just it. I don't know. And yes, we're all apples to oranges here, and it's an art form, and no one's best, but Tom's best.
That is absolutely what you should say when taking part in a piece of promotional material designed to hype up one of your board company's top riders. It's a type of push that is often missing in the contemporary professional skateboarding landscape, as I noted a couple of weeks back when, to quote myself, April Skateboards finally and officially welcomed Australian phenom Chloe Covell to their team with just an Instagram video of some admittedly very good iPhone clips. Doesn't an Olympian and next-gen superstar deserve more than a simple hard post?
Switch try right now. Oh, yeah, dog!
April should be rolling out the red carpet. Can you build future legends of the sport if you don't treat those in our present with the same reverence as those from our past? While it is good marketing for Hawk to say that Schaar is at the top of the game, it's not just marketing. If you watch his Vert's Not Dead video part, he is performing tricks, especially in the last section over the extended channel on Hawk's ramp, that should be beyond the reach of mortals. He does them with an alien confidence. It's an achievement that would have been an excellent capper on Hawk's Vert charm offensive over the previous months, which saw him get favorable coverage in the New York Times as he sought to make the discipline an official Olympic sport for the 2028 Los Angeles Summer Games, which would be a surefire way to give Vert an exponential boost in exposure, if nothing else. But the effort ultimately failed to get approved by the IOC during an April 9 executive board meeting. That rejection doesn't mean Vert is dead, as Schaar and other talents like Arisa True, Reese Nelson, Jimmy Wilkins, Shea Donovan, and a phalanx of spinning toddlers show us. But where it goes from here depends on the appetite. Hawk can hawk Vert all he likes as a spectator sport on the world stage, with his Vert Alert contests and a stable of sponsored riders who excel in the form, but it's still the second least accessible style of skateboarding. It requires a Vert ramp. For those lucky enough to have access to one, they can continue to push each other and bring the discipline to new heights. But long term, if there aren't more ramps and skaters who skate them, what happens then? In Vert is Dead, we get an answer of sorts by looking at the least accessible style of skateboarding, Mega Ramp. Schaar is one of the last few people on this planet who can skate it at a high level, and his tricks on the gargantuan obstacle are incredible. The tweaked switch backside air remains stuck at the front of my mind. But they are still easily eclipsed by Bob Burnquist in his 2013 opus Dreamland. Schaar was the first person to do a 1080 on a skateboard, doing it in the Mega Ramp at 12 years old, just a few months shy of Dreamland's premiere.
It's probably the best my mom's ever filmed something, honestly.
What happened with the Mega in the 13 years since? As Schaar told Thrasher in a follow-up interview, I'm honestly sad that it's like completely dead now. There's one Mega ramp, it's Bob's, and it's pretty much falling apart. So, I mean, Mega is pretty much dead. That's what will happen if you don't get more people on the ramps. And also, build more ramps. Eventually, the spinning stops. Mega, however, is its own singular beast, and fortunately things aren't anywhere near as dire for Vert as a discipline. Skateboarding's biggest star remains its most steadfast and committed champion. Talents like Schaar continue to change our understanding of what's possible at a time when it can feel like all avenues have been explored. What he does can feel more like stunts than skateboarding at times, but it leaves one in awe all the same. Consider the 16-foot chasm in Hawk's ramp that Schaar executes several previously unimaginable maneuvers over. Focus on the frames immediately after Schaar's takeoff. They better resemble screenshots from Faces of Death than the first moments of tricks made. These are the acts of a miracle worker, one who's here to convince us that Vert is not only alive, but ascending. It's enough to make you believe. This has been Ranked and Filed, a Simple Magic and Skate Bylines experimental co-production. I'm Cole Nowicki, and this episode was edited by Farran and features Tom Schaar's Vert's Not Dead video part and the accompanying documentary Video Parts, 1080s, and the Olympics, filmed and edited by Chris Gregson for Thrasher Magazine. If you'd like more in-depth skateboarding-related journalism, analysis, and impassioned bloviating, visit us at simplemagic.ca and skatebylines.com. You can also find us on Blue Sky and Instagram at Cole Nowicki and at Skate Bylines. For more audio columns such as this and much more good stuff, subscribe to Skate Bylines wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for tuning in.